Was there any laugh moment or any reaction from the audience that surprised you?
No, I think I was, you watching a movie so much down the stretch in a room by yourself when you're doing all this, you forget that there is a lot of joy and laughter in the movie. And I was very happy. We were discussing after the audience was just so intelligent here. And they were really finding all the right places. And it's a delicate film that way because, we really have to navigate some tricky waters because we're dealing with such heavy emotions at time. And then finding those, moments of lightness throughout and laughter even when there's tragedy sort of looming on the horizon. But I was really, really, just happy with the reaction that way. It was just a joy to listen to the audience.
What was one of the more interesting things that was asked of you by the audience in the Q&A session?
Well, the first question was, it was great. A guy stood up and said, so Richard, who you taking to the Oscars? I thought that was a nice way to kick it off. And then, we've just heard so much already about him and how people are really responding to his performance, which is wonderful, and the four actors, the ensemble. But, it was interesting. It was twofold, just like the movie is. The second question was all about the administration and the policy and my comments, and really a politicized, sort of charged comment. And then the next guy stood up at the back and said, this isn't about politics. This is about a guy who's really bored with his life. And he was sort of like projecting a little bit, I think, but had a very valid point, which it is. It's about also this story about a man who's just stuck in a rut in life and is just is very static in his existence, and through this almost tragic circumstance and surprising circumstance he starts to come alive, and I think that's the duality of the film, so that was kind of really fun and exciting. It was really great Q&A. People were really charged. One woman stood up and said she thought it was a horror movie in a nice contemporary package, and I thought that was really interesting that she used horror movie. I was like, wow, because she was obviously very moved by the detention facility and that kind of thing. So they were a great group, smart group of people.